all and welcome back to our channel Nursery to Varsity. In this video, we will be discussing about the jump statements and the loops.
Jump statement and loop. In jump statement, we have break and next. In loop, we are covering repeat, while, and for loop. What is jump statement? A jump statement is used to create an unconditional jump to another statement that is elsewhere in the code. So it won't let the code to run sequentially, but it jumps the cursor out of the loop elsewhere in the code. So how the break statement works? It is used to break out of the loop. So if you have some statements running within the loop and you don't want your next statement to run, so you'll write break and your cursor will jump out of the loop, right? And another we have next statement, so it is used to skip the current iteration and continue the loop. So what it will do is it will jump to the beginning of the loop and again it will enter into the loop, right? Now coming to the repeat loop. So what is loop? A loop is a series in which its end is connected to its beginning. So wherever it starts, it ends over there only. But we need something to break our loop to come out of the loop. So we have some conditional statements because of which we can come out of the loop or we can stop the loop, right? A repeat loop executes the same line of code over and over again until a stop condition meets. So we need a stop condition that will let the loop to stop. Whenever our stop condition meets, we want our loop to end and we want to jump on the very next statement out of the loop. So in order to jump out of the loop, we need break statement. So now we will see the jump statement, that is the break statement, and the repeat loop, how they work in RStudio. So we have a variable as I to which we have assigned a value as 1, and in the repeat loop we have used the keyword as repeat, and in the curly braces we are printing the value of I, we are increasing the value, and this is the stop condition. So if our value of I is equals to 11, it will go in this curly braces and we have a break statement over here. So this will help us coming out of the loop, right? So we will see how it works. Now we are assigning the value to our variable and we are running this repeat loop, and see we have received the value from 1 to 10. So what it does is we have the value of I as 1 entering the loop and we are printing the value as 1, increasing the value by 1. So 1 plus 1 is 2. Assigning the value to I. Now it will check if I is equals to 2. No, it's not true. So it will go again to the top of the loop and it will print the value of I as 2. Then it will increment the value as 3. 2 plus 1 is equals to 3. Assign the value to I, check the condition and go to the loop again. So till the time its value is not 11, it will continue repeating the loop. When it gets its value to be equals to 11, so it will enter this if statement, and here is the break statement. So what it will do is it will bring the cursor out of this loop, right? So here the loop ends and the last value we got printed as 10, right? So this is how repeat loop works and this is how break statement works. Okay. Now coming to the while loop. A while loop first checks for the condition to be true. If the condition passes, the block of code will run, else the loop ends. So we have a condition to test. If our condition is true, it will run the block of code, and if it's false, then it will go to the end of the loop, right? So we will see how it works in RStudio. So we have a while loop here and we have a variable name as I again, and we are assigning the value as 11 to this variable. And in the while loop we already have a condition, that is if I is less than equals to 20. So till the time I is less than equals to 20, this will keep on printing I, and we have incremented the value of I over here, right? And when the value of I will be greater than 20, it will come out of the loop. So we will run the statement. We have assigned the value of I as 11, and now we are running the while loop, and you can see the values from 11 to 20 got printed. So it printed the value of I as 11 over here when it first enters the loop, and then it will increment the value of I to be 12, that is 11 plus 1 is equals to 12, and again it went to the top of the loop, and similarly it again printed the value, again incremented till the value of I is less than equals to 20. And when the I value is greater than 20, it will jump out of the loop. See, so we have values from 11 to 20, right? Now, coming to the for loop. A for loop is a control structure where it allows to efficiently write a loop that needs to be executed specific number of times. So the process statement contains a vector value. Whatever the values you enter to a vector, it will take only those values and only those number of times it will run the loop. And when the last statement will reach, it will go to the end of the code. Right? Now let's see how it works in RStudio. For loop. So in for, we are not assigning any value to our variable. So we have taken a variable name as j in which we are entering the vector values from 21 to 30. Here we have used the colon operator, right, to enter the values of a vector. And j, it will enter the value of j to be 21, then 22, then 23 till 30. And when the 30th will reach the value of j is equals to 30, it will end the loop, right? So we will see how it works. So we are running this for loop. See, we have received the value from 21 to 30. So it will run the loop 10 times because we have 10 values in our vector starting from 21 ending to 30, and we are just passing the print statement. So it's just printing the values, right? So this is how for loop works. Now we will see how the next statement work, right? We will enter the next statement in this for loop only, and we will see the difference over here, right? See now what this next statement will do. In this if, it will check the condition if the value of j is equals to 24, it will go in the loop and this next statement will work. And it will skip this print j and it will go to the beginning of the loop, right? So we will see its practical implementation. We are running the statement and you can see we have received the value as 21, 22, 23. When the value of j was equals to 24, it checked the statement and the next statement ran, and instead of printing the value of j as 24, it moved the cursor to the beginning of the loop. That's why we did not receive the value of 24, but in the previous case we have received value of j as 24, right? So 21 to 30, and here we have 21, 22, 23 and 25 to 30, right? I hope you got how the next statement works, right?
So guys, I hope you understood the concept. In case you find any issues, we are there to help you, but you have to write the comments in the below comment box, and you can email us your queries on nur2var@gmail.com.